Hey, good morning. I'm Patricia Murphy. It's Monday. This is Seattle Now. The Seattle Opera has a massive costume collection. Look at all these belts.
Yeah. Racks of belts. We do have racks of belts in there, organized by size.
And this week, a small portion of it all is going on sale. We'll bring you a preview in a minute, but first, let's get you caught up. Security is stretched at the Washington State Capitol campus in Olympia. Some state officials are calling on the governor to restore millions in funding that was cut this year. The Washington State Standard reports the cuts effectively eliminated the 24/7 Security Operations Center. Officials with the state's Department of Enterprise Services say the reductions will leave the campus vulnerable outside of normal business hours. They want Governor Ferguson to restore $3 million in funding in his 2026 supplemental budget. Washington State has paid out $6 million to the family of a man who died of cancer in prison. Seattle Times reports the wrongful death suit accused prison officials of delaying care for the man's liver cancer. He died at the Monroe Correctional Complex in 2023. This is the third multi-million-dollar lawsuit that Washington State has settled since 2022 over delayed cancer care in prison. And the Seattle Public Library wants to hear from you about your user experience. Take the latest survey to share your thoughts about the library's services, programs, and collections. Even if you're not a library user, tell them why. The online survey closes this Wednesday at 5 p.m. Check back for more headlines on tonight's episode of Seattle Now. Shakespeare wrote, "All the world's a stage," and this weekend, the dramatically inclined will have a unique opportunity. The Seattle Opera, along with several other performing arts organizations, plans to sell off decades' worth of costumes and pieces from their collections. Seattle Opera costume shop manager Kathleen Trott told us there's something for every budget.
There are prices ranging from $1 all the way up to, I think one of our peers said they had a couple really special things marked at $500.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So there's a huge range, something for everyone.
Yeah.
And they're sort of priced based off of the work that went into them, the special quality of them, the fabric that they're made out of.
Yeah.
You know.
A couple of things you should know. The sizes aren't standard. These are custom garments made to fit the performers who wore them, so maybe know your measurements before you go, because there will be tape measures but no dressing rooms. The sale runs from 9:30 to 4 p.m. Tickets are already sold out, but if you're feeling lucky, line up to get in after 2:30. We got lucky. Seattle Opera let us in for a sneak peek of what'll be up for sale. The cavernous space where they store the garments is crammed floor to ceiling with racks and racks of clothing, thousands of pieces organized by time period. It's wild. It is also loud. These garments need to stand up through significant wear for the long term. That means they need to be kept cool and dry. This is Kathleen Trott's domain.
We are currently in the costume collection down here on the lower level of the Seattle Opera building.
How did you decide what to include in this sale, and what is the point of it?
There are 5 other theaters that are joining us: the Fifth, the Village, Pacific Northwest Ballet, the Union Arts, and the Rep. A quiz. And they're all sort of in the same boat as us in that when you build so much stuff over the years, you just run out of space to keep it, right? And there's so much care and time that goes into them that we hate to just throw it away, right? We would like to let someone else love it and cherish it. So it's to give the things a second life and a second home. It's to give us more space. It also is a nice way for us to make a teensy bit of money, but really the point is to connect with our audience and bring more people into theater in general and to give us more space. Because every time we build a new show, it has to go somewhere.
Sure. And you do. I can attest that you're packed to the gills here with garments and accoutrements for them.
And so a lot of these things, they've kind of aged out of their rental package life. So when we make something for new, we tend to keep it so that other theater companies could rent it from us. And some of them, they just haven't been rented as a package in a really long time. We kind of suspect that they won't ever get used again as that group, but they will definitely get used again by other places in other ways.
Yeah.
And so we would like to share and allow them to take the opportunity to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have a favorite piece in here?
I like a lot of them. I do think that this one that's back here behind us is really fun.
Yeah, let's talk about this. This is gorgeous.
This is like what you think of when you think of a fairy princess dress. This is that shape. So it's a nice like A-line ball kind of bell-shaped dress.
Beautiful.
Nice fitted bone bodice. Lots of big, beautiful sparkles around the neckline. Big puffy sleeves. Lots of layers of net and tulle. I think that there are 6?
Yeah. That's
Layers
the real
of
deal.
skirt here. So that's how you get this. It has this really great like magical iridescent quality because when you stack different colors of sheer all on top of each other, it gives you that depth.
Beautiful.
This is from Hansel and Gretel, and it's the Dew Fairies costume.
Oh.
And part of what I love about this one is she's really pretty and sparkly and sort of magic, but she could be lots of different things,
Yes.
right? Like you could be a fairy.
Be anything.
Or
in
you
this.
could be Glinda so easily. And then right next to our Dew Fairy is the witch from Hansel and Gretel. And she's not
Also
that far
beautiful,
off from
though.
Elphaba in some ways. So if you really wanted to go as the set,
This will work
Yeah.
for someone. I predict Halloween 2025. This is out in the streets
it wasn't
somewhere.
made to be this thing, but it could totally be that now.
Yeah.
It could just be a fairy princess. You could be a princess. This is amazing for a drag queen. Like,
There's a lot of life left
Yeah.
in this, and seen her time on the stage.
yes.
Here. You can
Yeah, her
see.
hem is a little bit worn because she's been,
Well, she's a
used
working dress.
plenty. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Might a pro tip be to know your measurements before you show up?
That would be very clever.
Yeah,
For you to know those, to know the people that you're measuring for.
My goodness, look at this, Kathleen. This
Okay,
color is
So
gorgeous.
this dress is from
Fire.
Salome.
Wow.
And it is like it's like a stretch that's metallic, and it's a metallic on a like different colored metallic. So it looks kind of like gold metallic leopard, cheetah kind of print.
The drama of this thing
Yeah.
is incredible.
Yeah. So Salome is like the one from the Bible.
Yeah.
And it's John the Baptist gets his head chopped off because of her. So she has to be sexy and desirous because there's a whole fight about it. She can't be like weak and not powerful. Otherwise, we don't believe that people fall in love with her and murder people.
Right.
For her,
And you have to
right?
do it for the back of the house, too.
Correct. And, when this woman agrees and has her lover beheaded, you have to also be like, well, yeah, of course, that all sort of makes sense in her story, and she's trapped. Also, this isn't like a malicious choice necessarily that she's making. A lot of the really like great women in opera, the choices that they make are because they've been sort of forced and confined and put into a box, right?
for
And
sure.
she has a train on her dress and a train on her cloak, so it's definitely a statement piece. And one of the nice things about opera, for a costume sale perspective, is that our performers come in all the sizes. Because the thing that sort of is quintessential to being an opera performer is the way that you have trained and developed your instrument. It isn't necessarily, can you do the splits?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Can you be lifted into the air? Those things are all very valid and beautiful, but we have a really wide range of sizes that we have pulled because our performers are that.
Yes. That's great. So the sale runs from 9:30 to 4 p.m. Tickets are already sold out, but there is an opportunity, right? You can try your luck.
Yeah. So we have starting at 2 o'clock. Do not line up earlier because it won't be a good plan. Starting at 2, you can line up, and then we will have limited free entry at 2:30. So if the line goes all the way to the Climate Pledge Center, probably can't get everyone in, right?
Okay.
We frankly, even for our first section, there's no guarantee that you will find something that fits you, because we've pulled what we have and we didn't make it for you. But there's so many pieces, like I said, over 50 racks. There will be something that will make your heart so happy that you have to have it. I promise.
I think that chances are high.
Very
that
high.
If you come with a sense of discovery,
Yes.
you will find something
Yeah.
that speaks to you. We are surrounded by mostly dresses and coats, perhaps, for men, but there's more than just these kinds of garments, right?
Yes, thank you for asking. So several of my peers have hampers, like big rolling hampers filled with shoes.
Oh my gosh.
We have some shoes that we've pulled. Lots of us, I think almost all of us, are bringing piles of fabric that we don't need anymore because we just won't use it, and fabric doesn't last forever, which is also the thing with the clothes, right? I'd rather that someone buy it before it falls apart on the rack from old age. And so we have fabrics and some like costume accessory things, right? Like, so there might be some small like purse glove things that some of our
Fun
peers are
tchotchke stuff.
bringing. And then yes, Ashley, who's me, but for hair and makeup, is selling some of the wigs that they have made.
Wow.
And I think one of the other theaters might be selling some wigs too.
What fun.
And so this one it's this really beautiful, intricate, braid, and its natural hair color is brown, but then woven into it is blues and metallics and iridescence. It's from a Rhine Maiden from Wagner's Ring Cycle.
Yeah.
And there are these really fun little loops on this wig because this was worn by someone who was in a harness and flew above the stage. So we had to attach the wig to the dress so it didn't like flip around and flap in the face of the performer while they were trying to do things. But you can see there is like this, it's very sheer net that is the color of the performer who wore this.
Yeah.
So we have this net in all the colors that people come in.
Yeah.
Because the whole point is that it's invisible
Sure.
on stage. And Ashley and her crew have literally hand tied
It's unbelievable.
all of these
Really?
hairs into the whole front of this wig so that this is the same hairline as the performer.
Wow.
So the wigs that she's selling have work that normally you can only get done if you are interested in dropping thousands
this
of
is
dollars
incredible,
on a
this
wig.
work. This is incredible.
Yeah.
This is incredible.
Yeah.
What a wonderful peek behind the curtain.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fun. Yeah. And even, if you're like, I'm not really sure about theater costumes, this is a really great way for you to sort of see a little bit more about how it all comes together and how it works.
Really neat. Kathleen Trott, Seattle Opera Costume Shop Manager. Really appreciate you showing us around. Thanks so
Yeah.
much.
Of course. Thanks for coming.
Yeah. Appreciate you listening to Seattle Now, and thank you for supporting us financially. Today's episode was produced by Brooklyn Jamerson Flowers. It was edited by Caroline Chamberlain Gomez. Our production team also includes Andy Hurst, Vaughn Jones, and Paige Browning. Greg Kramer does our theme music. Seattle Now and KUOW Public Radio are members of the NPR network. I'm Patricia Murphy. See you soon.